Hello. Well, I've been trying to make this video for some time now and really messing up a lot. Um, I'm going back in time and in the beginning of my life, and we were living in Baldwin Park, and I had this teacher who was horrible. She was made of what nightmares are made of. I mean, she was just awful. Worst teacher ever. Baldwin Park was just a bad experience all the way around. It made me a tougher person, though. But is that good? Not really. Um, anyway, I'm going to talk about her today, and I'll just start that I was, I guess, a poor student. I don't really know if it was something she did to me because I was a pretty happy kid till second grade. But I struggled in her class, and basically she made me feel like I was the stupidest kid around. And if I did have issues before Miss Adams, I never knew it. But my mom had told me years later that I was struggling through school because I had slight brain damage, which happened when I was like 2. And I had the German measles, and I got a fever that was so hot that it supposedly did a little bit of damage. And I had to learn how to talk all over again. And I was actually even learning Dutch at the time from a nanny that kept me. And she spoke Dutch, and I was learning Dutch before all this occurred with the German measles. But anyways, I guess my mom was trying to find an excuse why I was such a poor student starting in second grade. To this day, I blame a lot of on her because she made me feel stupid. She made me just, I don't know, feel small and never wanted to even try. Today I'm wearing my emoji with glasses because it's so sunny here in good old Texas. Anyways, let's go on with some stories about Miss Adams. Back in them days, we used to pledge allegiance to the flag, and us kids would take turns holding the flag. One day my friend noticed that I had never held a flag, and they went by alphabetical order back then, and my last name started with a B. And my friend pointed out, she said, you should have done it at least 2 times, and she's never allowed you to go up and hold the flag. So I guess that really bothered me when my friend pointed it out to me that I had never held the flag. So I guess I went home and I complained to my mom, or cried on her, or whatever. And Mom must have made a phone call, because the next morning, she made me get up and hold the flag and said that I was a baby, and I had to tell my mom that I hadn't held the flag. Well, here, get up here and hold the flag now, and embarrassed me to death in front of my class. And after that, of course, I never even wanted to hold the flag again. I was feeling so bad about it. Other things that had happened, I remember one time I brought this little box that I kept my treasures in, and I was kind of a tomboy, and I had a little cap gun in this box with marbles and I don't know, rubber bands and jacks and a ball and stuff like that. And it was like a cigar box full of my treasures that I brought to share with my friends on the playground. Well, she came out and grabbed that box out of my hand, drugged me to the office because there was a cap gun in it. And the principal didn't do anything. He said for her to punish me or something because he didn't do anything. But we used to have this billboard. I don't know if you guys remember those old billboards that are like glass and they're on a stand and they're kind of low to the ground. I guess they still have them in schools. But anyways, they're about 2 feet off the ground at the bottom and then go up and the doors open, they're glass. I don't know if you're getting the picture of this. But anyways, she confiscated that box after we went to see the principal and nothing happened there. And she put me under that sign, which was really squishy. Like I had to fold down like this and put my head down to fit underneath. And she told me to stay there for the rest of the day. And I had to stay there for the rest of the day. And I never got my box back. Another time, we were sitting in a circle reading. And she called on me to read. And I was so scared, because she just made me nervous. And I was trying to read, and she's like, no, forget it. We need somebody who knows how to read. Forget it. And she called out my name, you don't know how to read. So somebody else took over and started reading. It was Dick and Jane, and some of you people know probably what I'm talking about, Dick and Jane. And anyways, she just did all kinds of things to me. Another day, she used to stand over me, over my shoulder, and look down at me while I was doing my work. And I made a mistake one day, and I was erasing it, and she was watching me, and I said, "Oops, I made a boo-boo." That was just something my mom had always said, for a mistake or an ouchie or whatever. It was a boo-boo. Did you hear that, class? Did you hear what she said? Oops, I made a boo-boo. Oops, I made a boo-boo. The word is mistake. The word is mistake, not boo-boo. Again, embarrassed me half to death in front of everybody. And then another little boy that lived down the street, you heard me talk about the Kellys. Well, Sid, Kelly and I used to walk home together, and he used to always fall asleep in class. And I one time went over to try to wake him up to walk home, and she would not let me wake him up. So he had to walk home by himself. But anyway, another time, as you can see, you're getting a pretty good picture. This lady is evil. Here's another time. My sister came by, and she's younger than me. And she came by the class to get me, and we were going to walk home. And my sister's only in first grade, and here I am in second. And I said, "Hey, Miss Adams, this is my sister," and I introduced them. And she goes, "Are you older than Tammy or younger than Tammy?" Shit. Anyways, back that up. I guess you guys are going to know my name, but it doesn't really matter because you don't know my last name. But I keep messing up, bringing my own name up in here. And anyways, when I introduced him, she said, "I bet you're a lot smarter than your sister Tammy." And, that was really a cut that went deep. To say your little sister was smarter than you are. And my sister was kind of shocked even, like, wow, she thinks I'm smarter than you. Anyways, that's the gist of some of the hurtful, nasty things Mrs. Adams did to me. Hey, forgive you, Mrs. Adams. You're probably rotting in hell someplace. But then again, I hope you're really not. You were just somebody that needed some help. You had some issues, lady. Okay, I got some stories about stuff back home in Baldwin Park. We went through some traumatic things in Baldwin Park. I'm going to come back and tell you a story. I was kind of like a Dennis the Menace. Every time I tried to do something good, it backfired on me and I'd get in trouble. So we'll come back with a story, a couple of stories next time. And God bless you all. Hope you're having a fabulous day. Tell your friends about my station because I got lots of stories to tell. God bless all of you. Bye for now.